Now question number 6. Question number 6. A contractor estimates that 3% could rewire Jasminder's house in 4 days. Means 3 persons can do it in a 4 days. If he uses 4 persons instead of 3, how long should they take to complete the job? So if he is using 4 persons, how many? It is not known, it will be X. Here, if in any job, if you will increase the number of persons, the days will decrease. It means it is the inverse proportion. Inverse proportion means the arrow one is down, other will be in opposite direction. So here X is equal to 4 into 3 upon 4 equal to 3 days. Your answer would be your 3 days. Okay. Now coming to the 7th question. A batch of bottles were packed in 25 boxes. 25 boxes. 12 with 12 bottles in each box. So how many in each box? Each box is having 12. If the same bottle is packed in 20 bottles and packed using 20 bottles in each box, how many boxes will be filled? So how many it is not known, it is X. Here the bottles are limited. So if number of boxes number of bottles per box we will increase, naturally boxes required will be less. Okay. So here X is equal to 25, and it is inverse proportion, because when number of boxes will increase, bottles per box will decrease. Okay. So 25 it is 12. So as it is inverse proportion, so arrow will go to like this. X equal to 25 into 12 upon 20. Okay. So then it is 5 5 the 20, 5 4 the 4 3 the 5 3 the 15. So it is 15 bottles will come. So if we will increase the number by 20, and in each box we will pack 20 bottles, then we will require less number of boxes. So it is an inverse. If we increase it, it comes to the left. So it is an inverse proportion, and inverse proportion, the arrow will be, X will be always in this shape, the inverse proportion, other arrow will be in this. And the arrow indicates which amount will go to the upper portion of the line. So upper portion, it is 12. Okay. Now question number 8. We are coming to question number. A factory requires 42 new machines to produce a given number of articles in 63 days. If 42 machines are used, the job can be completed in 63 days. Now, how many machines would be required to produce the same number of articles in 54 days? So if in 54 days means if we will decrease the number of the days, the machines required will also be increase. And if we decrease the days, number of machines required will be higher. But here X is always here. Now we can think in the other way also. If 42 machines are there, it takes 63. If less number is there, if less number of machines, if higher number of machines are there, days required will be less. So it is an inverse proportion, and the arrow will be in inverse direction. X equal to 42 into 63 upon 54. So 27 और 21 3 7 जा और 3 9 जा 9 7 49. So it will be 49 days. Your answer will be 49 days. 49 machines. It will be machines. 40 machines here. It is machines. 40 machines. Machines required. Machines required. 49 machines will be requiring if you want to complete it in 54 days. When days is decreasing, then number of machine will increase. It is the inverse proportion. The other question is, a car takes 2 hours to reach a destination by traveling at the speed of 60 kilometers. So the distance covered, it takes 22 hours if it is driving by at a speed of 60. Okay. The other part of the question is how long will it take when the car travels at the speed of 80 km. So it is not known, it will come to this one. Now we have to decide whether it is inverse proportion or not. So if the hours are increased, if speed is increased, hours will be less. If speed is reduced, hours will be more. So it is an inverse relation because one is increasing, other is decreasing. So here arrow is this side and arrow will be in the inverse side. Means x is equal to 2 into 60 upon 80. 2 4s are 8. Then 2 and it comes to 3. Equal to 3 upon 2 is equal to 1.5. 1.5 hours. 1.5 hours. Okay, you can also write 1 hour and 30 minutes. 30 minutes, but answer is this one. This one is your answer. Now we will come to our question number 10. Now question number 10. One of the two persons could fit new windows in a house in 3 days. Means two persons can do the job in 3 days. Now question is, one of the person fell ill before the work started. How long would the job take now? So one person has fallen ill. So now, remaining is only one person. So it will require x. So here it is always x, arrow is like this. Now we have to find whether it is inverse proportion or direct proportion. So when two persons are working, it takes 3 days. If we will decrease the number, working days will increase. Okay, so here it is an inverse proportion. Inverse proportion means arrow will be in opposite directions. So x is equal to 3 into 2 upon 1 is equal to 6 days. Answer will be this one. Okay, now the second part of the question, how many persons would be needed to fit the window in 1 day? So if in 1 day we want to complete the job, x will be always this one. Now again we have to see whether it is inverse proportion or not. If two persons complete the job in 3 days, if we want to complete it 1 day, we require more persons. So it means if the days is reduced, here we require more persons. So it is decreased, it is increased. Here it is the inverse proportion. Like this you can check for any question whether it is inverse proportion or not. And in all questions you put one arrow towards the x. And here it is inverse, so arrow will be in the opposite direction. X is equal to 2 into 3. So it will, arrow side will always go to the upper. Upon 1 is equal to 3. 2 into 3 is equal to 6 persons. 6 persons. 6 persons. It will require 6 persons. Again, 11. A school has 8 periods a day, each of 45. 8 periods a day, and at 45 minutes is the length of the duration of it. How long would each period be if the school has 9 periods a day, assuming the number of school hours to be the same? So periods now we want 9, here we don't know, so we put an x. Now here if the day time is limited, so if we take 8, it comes to 45. Now if we will increase the periods, naturally number of minutes per period will reduce. So if 9, if we will increase, it will decrease. So it is a case of inverse proportion. Arrow will be in the reverse direction. So x is equal to 45 into arrow is towards 8, 8 should come to the upper side. And why 45 is to the upper side? You see my previous videos, there we have explained why this 45, this x other figure always go to the upper side. X equal to the other figure will always be on the upper hand. Why? It is explained in our previous video. 45 into 8 upon 9. So 9 5s are, or 5 8s are 40 minutes. So each hour will be of 40 minutes. Now the exercise is over. Thanks for watching our video.